Hello guys, this is Royal Mix Gaming, and today's video is going to be on what are the best rally and garrison captains for KVKs 2 and 3. So for even possibly KVK 1 for some of these commanders, but we're going to try to stick with KVK 2 and 3, mostly because in KVK 1 there's only so many commanders that you can use, but when you're doing KVK 2 and 3, they have a little bit more options, especially if you've been migrating back and stuff like that. You'll have more options then for most people to at least have those commanders if you didn't have them the first go around. Like me, I don't have them the first go around, but the main commanders you're going to want to use we're going to go through the Garrison first. The most commonly used Garrison that I know of is Charles primary with Esong secondary. Main reason you want to be using Esong is for the AoE deads that you deal to other people that are just trying to reinforce a rally, okay? So you just scroll through this report, there's there's a lot of people that just took AoE deads just from standing around the flag, trying to reinforce the flag, or not the flag, the rally, or stuff like that. If you're not using an Esong in KVK 2 and 3, you're probably doing something wrong. It's kind of, or you're going to have a better, tankier commander behind Charles to take less damage. And the other commanders you can use with Charles, if you want something tankier, that's going to be able to, let's say, be better against probably Saladin as a rally combo. More likely it would be better. I don't know if it's necessarily the best, because we didn't necessarily test out all that stuff. But it's Charles and Constantine. I don't know if it's going to show me any of this stuff. Yeah. The other combo you can use with Charles is Charles and Constantine. It's going to be better against probably like a Saladin rally or an Alex and Charles rally because it's going to take less damage and stuff like that. Things like that you can use to Garrison with would be another combo that you can use. It also just depends on how well the reinforcements are to the flag and gear and stuff for KVK 2 and 3, how well you're going to do. So then the last Garrison that I would use for KVK 2 and 3 is Saladin and Esong, mostly because they're using Esong to give people AoE deads as they just stand around and reinforce the rally like I was saying. The only other reason you would use Saladin as a Garrison captain is you can utilize your cavalry in a Garrison instead of using them for rally. That is another good Garrison captain that can counter some of the archer rallies that you're going to see. So next thing we're going to go through here is what are the meta rallies in KVK 2 and 3. The main meta rally is Alex. One of the main ones is Alex and Charles. Usually it's Alex first. I think Alex first is probably better than Charles first, usually for when you rally a flag, simply because the attack tree is better than the defense tree for rallying. I don't know that I have one where it's the other way around, but the main reason you'd want to use Alex and Charles together is because if you especially can't control the field and these people want to swarm the rally, the counterattack from the Charles and Alex is going to severely punish the person swarming the rally. It is the highest counterattack I think you could do in a rally up to this point in KVK 2s and 3. And it's a really good combo if you're sending a rally deep into territory or something, so you can just keep going for a long period of time and they can't swarm it, or they shouldn't swarm it. The next rally that you can use that is, let's say, shines in KVK 2 and 3 most of the time is Edward and either Tommy or Edward and Esong. Edward Esong is probably better if you're going to be doing it with where there's going to be people walking around the rally trying to reinforce the flag or something. You probably want to use Esong so you can hit them before they get in the flag. Or if they're just walking around you can AoE them. But if it's like a pass rally or something, you want to use Tommy. So Edward Tommy would be the next choice. And they're going to absolutely shred through infantry garrisons if they're not swarmed. Problem with Edward Tommy or Edward Esong is they can be heavily swarmed, like I'm pretty sure this rally was. as you watch it, about halfway through here, it started getting swarmed pretty hard. And this person canceled that way too late. They should have canceled it like 500k or more. They canceled it barely 200 to 300k. That's when it was definitely on red, which is you should cancel like right before you get to red, for an Edward and Esong or Edward Tommy rally. But if you're going against an infantry like Charles and Constantine, you're going to shred that. And if you're doing a pass rally, Edward Tommy, and then like another Edward Esong, if you could double rally, would be really good too, or something like that. So you get the debuff from Tommy. The last rally that I would use, I think I have a report from it. Give me 1 second here. That's the flag. I guess I don't have a report for it. But the next rally that you could use is Saladin and Khan together, and I'll just flash Khan on the screen so you see who it is. You can use Saladin first here at the bottom. I don't have him unlocked yet. Use Saladin Khan, or most likely Saladin Khan because it's tankier than Saladin and Esong. If you use Saladin and Esong, it's not as good as Saladin Khan. But this would be your cavalry rally. So if you have like an archer garrison, which some people might try to do like YSG and like Tamaris, it's not that great from my experience. I've seen people use it a little bit. It's not too good. But even against like an infantry combo, it can do really well if it's well reinforced. But like I said, you'd want to use Edward if you see it's a Charles and Constantine or something like that. But if they have like a Saladin and Garrison, maybe you send another Saladin against them, or you send infantry to rally them. I don't know if you can use Wu in KVK 3. If you can use Wu in KVK 3, then you want to use Wu. It says 140 days. What are these other ones? They're all 140 days, but if you can use Wu in KVK 3, then the next step up from these kinds of garrisons for KVK 3 would be Wu and Esong, or like a Wu and Charles, or a Wu and Constantine, or something like that. Because Wu will destroy an Edward because she does a lot good against skill damage and can tank really well. You may be using KVK 3. I have not entered KVK 3. I knew at one point you couldn't use them in KVK 2 or something, so if you can use Wu in KVK 3, if you can, I don't 100% know. It does say 140 days, and we are 140 days, but we haven't gotten to KVK 3 yet because we lost the KVK 2. But if you can use Wu, she would probably be the star garrison captain for KVK 3, would be my assumption. All the others would be below her because she is the better garrison captain. I would not recommend you max her just for KVK 3 though, because as soon as you get to KVK 4 for Season of Conquest, she's going to get absolutely demolished by other stuff. So she can't handle Attila Takeda and stuff like that very well. She just can't. She can handle skill damage, but once it's out of that range, and even at this point in the game, the amount of skill damage some of the new commanders can do for Season of Conquest and the gear, I don't know that she can handle it that well. From my experience, she just can't handle it anymore. She would need a major buff if she was going to be used in Season of Conquest. But that's the main video for today. Leave a comment down below if you guys know if you can use Wu for KVK 3. I assume you can. Since you get her from KVK 2, I assume you can use her. Like I said, I have not went through KVK 3 in a long time. But if you can, that would be probably your main garrison. A Wu and Esong, or a Wu and like Charles or Constantine. And then your rally would probably be an Edward, most likely. And just have it heavily reinforced. And then maybe use Alex and Charles instead if that would work for a Wu against a Wu. But it's kind of hard to counter Wu in a KVK 2 or in KVK 3 if you can use her. It's kind of hard to counter as far as I know. But if you guys like this video, drop a like, subscribe for more, leave a comment down below, like I said, if you have a question, or if you know something more than I didn't know, would be greatly appreciated. Another thing, if you watched to the end of this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys share this video to other people, any of my videos to any other people. I would like to grow this channel as best I can, because I would like to start trying to play other games, along with this game. This game would be more of like a daily to every other day kind of video, daily if I can, and then I would like to be able to play when on like the weekends and stuff for myself. I'd like to be able to play like a playthrough, I already have Dying Light on this channel. My plan is to play the Dying Light 2. Probably play... there's another game that just came out a little while ago. It's called like Death's Door or something like that. It's kind of like a Legend of Zelda game, but it's a newer game. And it looks like a lot of fun to me, so I might be trying that out. Other games I would probably play, maybe Halo, maybe Star Wars, maybe Call of Duty, maybe some other games like Little Nightmares or something if I wanted to. It kind of just depends on how I can grow this channel, but I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would share this to anybody you know that knows this kind of content, or if you see my other videos like the Dying Light videos. If you guys don't necessarily like a scary game, but you know somebody else that likes scary games, please try to share that to somebody. I greatly appreciate it because I'd like to see them get more views. Or if you have a recommendation on what kind of game you might want to see, or you know one that would be fun to play, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a nice day.